Welcome everyone to the method of victory for UFC Fight Night. Kyle Borralho versus Jared Cannonier. Jim is off on vacation. He's taking a much-needed weekend off. Him and his lovely wife, their new baby, are gonna go to the lake, get some relaxation. So it's just me. So we're gonna go through this. Got to be honest, this is a really tough card. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go kind of crazy on some of these method of victories. If you haven't watched the video for the first time, it's pretty simple. We pick a fight. We pick who's going to win. And then I got to tell you if they're going to win by KO, submission, or decision. We had some flyers last week. The Rosen strike plus 750 was such a fantastic one. This week we got some really difficult ones. So I'm going to start with one that I do have a lot of faith in. As much as I like Neil Magny, I just think Michael Morales is on a rocket ship up. I love his cardio, and that's normally where Magny kind of has the advantage over some of these younger guys. But I just don't think Magny's going to be too much for Morales in the later rounds. So I'm going to take a little bit of a low-hanging fruit. Michael Morales by decision, and that is only minus 120. If we want to go through some other ones that I think might be. See, this is the thing. They got to be confident, and man, I'm just not so sure about being super confident. All right, I'm gonna take Kong Wang, but I'm not gonna take her by knockout, which is what everyone. Not everyone, but that's by far the biggest favorite, minus 110. I'm going to take her by decision. These debutantes, I'm not really sold on some of them, and I know, okay, technically she won the road to UFC, but this is her first real official UFC fight. Victoria Leonardo's lost 3 of 4. She had to fight killers, man. Fierro, Melissa Gatto, Natalia Silva, and she was able to win when she fought somebody of lesser quality. So I'm not sure it's going to be a knockout or a finish for Victoria Leonardo. She needs a good performance to stay on the roster. So we're going to go to. I'm going to go to Zach Reese and Jose Medina here. I'm going to take Zach Reese, but it's not going to be by KO. I'm going to take Zach Reese by submission, and that's going to be plus 180. Medina just does not look to be very good on the ground, and he looks to be real tough. He's going to be a tough guy to knock out. But once this fight gets on the ground, I think that's where Zach Reese is going to get it. I think it's him all day. I expect ground and pound. I could see Medina giving up his back, and then Zach Reese kind of tying up a really nice submission win, or maybe an arm bar, arm triangle, or something. But I think Medina's lack of ground game is really going to be exposed here. So. There's one that's really funny. It's Edmund Shahbazyan to win by KO. It's minus 160. I'm a little worried if Edmund gets really tired. So I'm going to take a big-time flyer. I'm going to take Gerald Meerschaert here plus 450 by submission. Could look absolutely ridiculous if Shahbazyan sparks him in the first round. But as soon as that thing gets out of the first round, Shahbazyan's cardio is going to go away. And Meerschaert's going to be there kind of waiting here. So let's take a look at the Ultimate Fighter, the Ryan Loder, Robert Valentin. So Valentin, man, he's really vicious. We saw him on the Ultimate Fighter. He submitted a guy in less than a minute, and he knocked a guy out like 10 seconds. Those guys are absolutely terrible. Ryan Loder is he's a wrestler. That's what he does. He wrestles. I'm actually going to take Ryan Loder to win by decision at plus 450. I think he can stay away from the attacks from Valentin. When he gets on the ground, this guy was the D1 wrestler, and that's kind of all he does, but it's all he needs to do. I know we're in the thing of, well, you got to strike. Ryan Loder is not a striker. You thought Carl Williams looked bad striking? Ryan Loder looks way worse. He's not even going to screw around with it. He will wrestle and just try and get the win. Because if he just wins, he wins the Ultimate Fighter. That's, there's no style points. This isn't Contender Series. So I'm going to take Loder to kind of wrap him up and hold him down and do enough damage on the ground. Um, you know. Let's go to Angel Hill and Tabitha Ricci. I like Tabitha Ricci to win, and so therefore it's just going to be by decision. Plus 130. It's a coin flip fight based on the odds, but I am pretty confident that Tabitha Ricci wins. Angela Hill's game, I just think Ricci's going to have a little bit more striking, a little bit more grappling, a little bit more power. So we're going to go to the main event, Cannonier and Borralho. I like Borralho to win. I don't think he's going to knock him out. So then you're left with by decision or submission. And I think Cannonier's kind of a liability on the ground. But in the end, I think he's tough enough to not get submitted. So I will take Caio Borralho by decision at plus 165. Okay, now let's get a little bit wonky here. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take. Believe it or not, as much as I just trashed James Lontop, I still don't think he's good. I'm gonna just take a flyer on Borralho by submission at plus 2,000. If Borralho wins, is it probably going to be a knockout? Yeah. James Lontop is absolutely horrific on the ground. He gets taken down and has no idea what he's doing. If there is any fight that Borralho would try and do a takedown so he doesn't have to absorb a lot of damage, this is it. And what a great way to come back from losing from Chase Hooper than by doing something crazy like that. It's a 20-1 absolute flyer long shot, but I just think the KO props are... It's only plus 150 for Borralho. So if I'm looking for something really crazy, then I'm going to go ahead and take that one. And then I'm going to call for the upset. Josiane Nunez, I think she gets it done by decision, plus 350. I think everyone's going to be on Cavalcanti, and she's minus 110 by decision. I don't see either of these fighters getting knocked out. So if I got a fight that I think is real close, I'm going to take Josiane Nunez there to win by decision. So as of now, these are the only lines that are up. Some of these other fights that have just gotten added don't have the lines up. So Morales by decision minus 120 is going to be my favorite. And then we kind of move on from there with some real plus money kind of long shots. So if we can hit the Michael Morales one, we really only need to hit one or two more, and I think we're kind of looking good if we hit one of these longer shots. That would be great for us. So if you guys have not checked out the channel before, we always like to do recap and talk openly and honest about our plays. It's been very easy recently. We've had 8 straight winning weeks in a row for all sports. 2024 totals for the official plays 396 and 257 plus 125.8 units, 8.4% ROI. And if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Appreciate everyone that subscribes. We've got NFL futures that are out. We've always got our MMA content that is out. If you want to join our Discord, we got great conversations. We got free plays from a bunch of different sports. A lot of good contributors in there. So go ahead and take advantage of that. And if you're looking for this week's special, we got the PFL best bet that is up. We got 4% soccer best bets that are up. And this week we're running the 30% off special, fill your cart. I'm recording this on Thursday. This is good for a few more days. So if you just go to wagertalk.com and check that out, you'll be able to grab 30% off of anything. So for those of you that's been wanting to wait and grab a long-term, like 3-month, year-long deal with us, this would be the week to do it because we're absolutely on fire with sports, and we got NBA, NHL, and NFL, college football coming up. 13-4 last year in college football, so really looking forward to those team totals. And 13-4, and all we did was team totals, one team total a week. We turned a really big profit. It's amazing how many profits. Imagine how much profit you can bring in by just going 13-4 with one play a week in college football season. But looking forward to that. So if you guys could hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. Good luck on your plays. We'll see you everyone later.